The people of Ethiopia are considered to be the poorest of the poor on earth. For the past decade, Touching Africa Ministries out of Aurora has done its part to provide clean water, food, shoes, and education for families there. Dr. Michael Elliott and his beautiful wife, Ann, join us now with more on their mission on how you can help. Nice to see you both.
Nice.
Thank you for being here.
With you.
So, Dr. Elliott, what is the African Ministries?
Well, Touching Africa Ministries, we're a nonprofit organization, but we're a missions organization. But a little bit different. We do medical, we do shoes, water filtration, as well as the ministry side of it.
And where do you serve?
We're right now in Ethiopia, and our missionaries just did cross into South Sudan. So we're opening up South Sudan as well.
Can you tell me about the platform, the 4 platforms that define Touching Africa Ministries?
We're built on ministry would be one of them, where we're dealing with women, children, special programs for men, leadership training. We have medical. We do free medical clinics in all the communities that we're working in. Then we do community development, where we provide water filtration systems. A few years back, we restored running water to a hospital that hadn't had running water in 27 years. And then we just started a couple years back the church planting part of our deal, where we're going into regions where they've never had the opportunity to hear about Christianity.
How many missionaries work with you?
We have 53 full-time missionaries that are indigenous, but they work with us on the border of South Sudan, and they've planted so far 118 churches. And we have 1,248 in process of being planted.
And I look at these pictures and I see these beautiful faces. It makes you smile one minute, the next minute it breaks your heart to see what they're going through. Talk about the Children's Educational Program. How does that work?
That's one of our newer programs, and it started just last year, and we already have 32 children. And so our goal is to help them become educated, because we know they can't crawl out of where they are if they don't get an education. So we pay for their schooling, we pay for their school uniforms, we pay for everything that the government requires. And the only thing that we ask of them is on Saturday, they come to our classes that are sponsored by our staff there that are retired school teachers, because they work for us now.
Right.
And what they do is they come and they learn English, they learn about how to take care of themselves so they don't get so sick. You know, because they don't know how to take care of themselves. They've never been taught that.
Right.
Just simple things that we take for granted because we've been taught that our whole life. But that's what those classes are about. Character. You know, how do you live? How do you treat other people? That's what those classes are about. So as long as they do that, we'll take them all the way through high school so they have a chance.
What's that verse in the Bible? You can give a man a fish, but teach him to fish.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact, but that's what you're doing. You're teaching them to take care of themselves, to take care of others in the future, instead of just clothing them and just taking care of them. How does Touching Africa Ministries impact the 5 public schools?
Oh, that's a wonderful one. That really is. We're working in a region in Gilgal-Bilis, and our daughter actually saw all of the public schools and that they were sharing paper, and then they would give it to the next person and they'd have to erase it. And I mean, it was just heartbreaking. So she thought, as an organization, we need to take these 5 schools on. And so it turns out one of them is a prison where they're educating some of the people, some of the men that are in that prison. And so out of that, not only do the kids get all their school supplies for the year, we provide all their school supplies, but they also get new shoes. They get stickers, which are a big deal over there. They get candy, they get hair bows, they get bracelets, and even the guards on the school playground, they have their guns and they want the hair bows on their head. So they're walking around with these big hair bows with their
wonderful, because they've never seen it before.
Yeah,
and
it's just wonderful.
How many shoes have you all distributed?
Over 10,000.
Over 10,000, my goodness. What's going on in Ethiopia right now to prevent you from carrying out your mission?
Well, there's a lot of unrest, and it's politically motivated. There's protests that have turned violent against the government. And it involves everything from eminent domain that's really twisted to just tribal stuff that's going on. But the violence has literally shut down our ability to get into Ethiopia right now.
Doctor, I have like 20 seconds, so tell me about the event that you have coming up.
We have a dance, a dinner, and a silent auction coming up December 3rd out at the Heritage Eagle Bend Country Club. And tickets, they can get them online at our website, And it's going to be an absolutely fun time to kick off the holiday season.
Oh, that's the way it should be. Well, thank you for giving us a sneak peek, and God bless all the great work that you're doing.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. You can help Touching Africa Ministries continue their mission in Ethiopia. Begin your Christmas celebration early at the Touching Africa Dance and Silent Auction. Again, it's December 3rd at 7 p.m. at the Heritage Eagle Bend Golf and Country Club in Aurora. Buy your tickets right now. Call 303-680-2363. You can also learn all about Touching Africa Ministries online. Go to touchingafricaministries.org.